We ranked the WWE roster. Now it is time for AEW to take the test. Will they be kept or will they be released? Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. Now, the good news is we're back with another long video, but see what you want. The bad news is I believe there's 166 people here, and I don't think we need to spend 5 minutes talking about every single person. Hell, about 50% of these people will be lucky if we can pluck a name for them. So, the people that we're not too sure about, I think we're just going to stick in release, because if we don't know who you are, then should you really be in the company?
No.
Because, like, we watch enough wrestling, I think, to know who you are if you're somewhat relevant. If we cannot put a name to your face, then, or a face to your name, or whatever, then what are we doing? You know what I mean, what are you doing on this roster?
Well, that's it, folks. And you know what? I didn't know I signed up for 166, but the ink has been signed, and I'm here, and I'm going to have to talk about them. And you're right, we're not spending 5 minutes on each guy, because, I mean, how long would that be? Someone do the math, man. Be here for about 5 hours doing
Speaking
that.
of not knowing them, I'm going to have to zoom in on this first guy. I believe he's in the Dark Order. Right, what were you saying before we get into this?
Basically, I'm ready to go. But
Right.
I didn't know it was 166. That's petrifying.
It is. So, just like the WWE one, we've got 5 categories: top star, keep, final chance, release, never wrestle again. Speaks for itself. If you're in the top star category, then we believe you should be one of the top stars. We would push you as one of the top people in this company, you know, an integral part, a main event player. Keep is obviously someone that is deserving of their spot on the roster. A good solid hand, as Jim Ross would once call them. Final chance, you know, it could be, this could refer to someone that we think's got a bit of potential, that maybe hasn't had an opportunity yet, or maybe someone who's getting older and we think they deserve one more chance, or someone that's had a shite run, but we think that, you know, maybe with another opportunity they could... Listen, if you're on final chance, it means you're on borrowed time. It means you've got one last opportunity to impress us. Final chance, not where you want to be, but it's better than being in the final 2 categories, because we've got release up next, which is obviously we release you from the company, and then we've got never wrestle again, and that means we think you should never wrestle again. And I'm not gonna lie, I think that's where most of these people will end up, because yeah, there's a lot of people here that I just don't think are cut out to be wrestlers. In WWE, you look at some people and you go, you know what, they suck, they should be released for the company, but I think WWE have a lot more people that actually look like they can be wrestlers. In AEW, man, it looks, a lot of these wrestlers look like 17-year-old kids running about.
No, they do. Absolutely.
Even the ones that are in their 40s. It's just like, not...
Adam Cole, bye-bye.
No, but I mean, like, size for size, muscle for muscle. You do feel like the WWE roster's a lot bigger.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I think there's no really disputing that. AEW's got a few big guys as well, but a lot more little guys. But this list ain't little, it's a big list. And we have to start it right now.
We do. So this guy is, I believe, in the Dark Order. I think he was a teammate of John Silver, but I could not... Adam something, I think he's
John
called.
Silver. Walk the plank, you wank.
It is in alphabetical order, so I believe his name is Adam. Something Adam.
Probably Adam something.
Yeah.
It's like Jake something.
Are we going with never wrestle again?
Yes, I mean,
don't
this
think-
guy could drop off the face of the earth and no one's going to ask where or why or what.
Right, up next we've got this guy here.
Oh, I
He
know.
must be giving
Action
me an
Andretti.
Action Andretti.
Where have you plucked that one from?
You know,
I plucked it.
it's Jericho. Remember, Jericho tried to claim that he put this guy over. He made this guy.
See, Jericho, man, he used to be a voice of wisdom in the wrestling business, but see, ever since he's been drinking the Tony Khan Kool-Aid, he's a fucking mongoloid. No, honestly. See, Jericho, I'm not saying a realist. No, remember, we used to watch his podcast, so, and everything he said, like, literally, like, 9 times out of 10, you would agree with it. See, now he spews shite.
He
It's a shame.
does. He does. Right, Action Andretti. Never wrestle again or release.
Yeah, but never wrestle again, man. No, because you know what? See, release, it's like your time is done, but see, never wrestle again, you're literally a dime a dozen. Action Andretti, there's about a billion of them fucking worldwide.
Right.
Just a white, well, I mean, just a generic guy, it's 5'7", fuck him.
Up next, we've got Adam Cole, baby.
Concentration camp, baby.
Listen, this guy's had a decent career, but for me, it's never wrestle again.
Aye.
I don't think he should have ever wrestled in the first place. The guy just does not look like a fucking star or a wrestler. He looks sick. He looks like he needs to be on a drip or something and, I don't know, be spoon-fed. For me, it's never wrestle again. Some people say that's controversial, but
Yeah, hopefully. Did someone tell him never to eat again? I mean, because that's what
Yeah.
it looks like.
Right, up next we've got Adam Page, the Cowboy. I'd say keep. I think Adam Page is one of the better people in AEW. Not quite sure he's a top star like they portray him to be. But I don't mind this guy, and I don't know. I have a feeling that if he did fight CM Punk, he would have battered him.
I think he would have.
CM Punk might have. CM Punk's got the MMA experience, but I don't know. Adam Page seems to have a bit of intensity about him.
He's got a mustache. That's more than what Punk has.
He's got a good look, doesn't he, Adam Page? Like
He's alright.
no, I mean those look like killer eyes.
Aye.
See if he did a Benoit, I could believe it. I wouldn't be surprised. See if that guy does a Benoit.
Why does the guy to the right of the guy in the white jacket also look like Adam Page, baby?
Maybe they got the wrong guy. Maybe this is Adam Page.
I'm looking at this list and I'm like, who the fuck are you?
Right, so do you agree? Because I fucked up in the WWE one. I gave Gunther a final chance and he should have been gone. And you were raging.
No,
and everyone in the comments was raging.
The nipples.
So here,
the
I
nipples
mean,
have a powerful way.
You can overrule this if you want. I'd say keep.
I'd keep him. I agree. He's not bad. He should nowhere be. I don't. This guy's not capable of being a top star in my opinion, but he's a decent hand to have, so it's keep.
I mean, I don't know. I think he can be a world champion in AEW.
No, he can be.
It's not like there's a lot to choose from.
He can be a world champion, but the same way like Guerrero and Benoit and Van Damme could be world champions.
He's an upper mid card guy who can main event and he can be a world champ, but he's never going to be a top star.
Yes.
He can like fluctuate between main event and upper mid and
That's
stuff
it,
like
right.
that.
You hate this guy.
The manager never wrestle again. I don't even think he'd. This guy's 47, comes out with gloves, dances like a fanny, and knows wee tag teams released. Surprised WWE haven't tried to sign this guy up because we all know WWE loves a spick, as Scott Steiner would say.
That's it, guys. They do.
Put him in the LWO. Or put him on Triple World Collide or whatever.
You got a world order down there now. Right, anyway, up next we get this guy. I know him, but it's Hangman. It's Hangman Page, baby. Mark 2.
Who is this guy? Seriously?
Oh, I know the name, but I don't know.
Aaron Solo? No, it's not him. Hold on, who is it then?
Is he no in the Don Callis family?
Listen, never.
Fuck him, just release him.
He looks too much. He looks too much like Adam Page. You can't have two guys
this guy
that
in
look
the
the same.
hat. Fuck him in the bin, man. Honestly,
Who is he?
I don't know. He wears a hat.
He's not got a good body tone, hinting it.
None of them do.
Oh, come on. Some of them are better than others.
Well, I mean, this front row here, there's nothing much. I mean,
Oh, hold on. I mean, thingy. The David Otunga lookalike's got a wee bit of muscle. I mean, come on. There's definition there.
he likes muscle as well.
He likes getting jacked up the ass, buddy. Right, this guy's getting released. Look at the fucking stadium. Never wrestle again, even. Fuck, what's his name?
I don't know.
Aaron
Stevens?
Nah, he never wrestle again.
AEW's got so many fucking jobbers, it's unbelievable.
Tony Khan needs to cut this roster.
Holy fuck.
I believe he's married to Ruby Riott, but I can't remember his
that
name.
means nothing to me. Right, up next we've got Anthony.
And Anthony Bowens.
Aye.
You know, I'd say maybe final chance for Bowens.
Scissor me, daddy.
I always thought he was the weaker member. I mean, at least the Max Caster had the rap.
I'd release him.
Release him?
Aye.
Do you think he's got potential not to never wrestle again, though?
He's fucking... No, you know what? See him and that other prick. They've single-handedly ruined the last couple of years of Billy Gunn.
Alright, so... do you not think that tag team was somewhat over, though?
Yeah, but what's Billy Gunn doing with them? All these gay innuendos? Is that the best Billy Gunn offers? That's all he did, brother.
Billy and Chuck, buddy. Chuck it in the bucket. Right, alright, fair enough. We've got... who the fuck is this guy?
It's like Braun Breaker for Temu.
Never wrestle again. Listen, we don't know who you are, man. I'm sorry, see if we don't know who you are. I feel like... I don't even feel comfortable putting guys I don't know in release because... like, release is like kind of us giving them a second chance to do it elsewhere.
So
but...
is this an alphabetical order?
Aye.
Alright, so who's this then? Cowboy?
I don't know. I've never wrestled again.
Right, is that Ricochet?
No.
So who is it then?
I don't know. Looks a bit like Ricochet, though.
Yeah. Ricochet must be done at R.
There's that big list guy, by the way, guys, so bear with me.
This is fucking petrifying, man. Oh my days, look at the size.
Where's Ricochet? Ricochet, there he's there. So that's not Ricochet. Who is this guy?
Never wrestle again. That's his name. That's his new name. Never wrestle again, son.
Right, up next, I think we've got one of the Billy Gunn's kids. One of the Guns. Are they an alright tag team?
Barry Gunn.
I don't know his name.
Angus Gunn. I mean, honestly, get in the fucking bin.
Release?
Yeah, release. Just living off their dad's name, man. Right, up next we've got ROH World Champ, Delistico. Nah, it can't be Delistico.
And it's
Bandido.
Bandido. Do you care for him? He did a couple of vignettes, didn't he, in the Western world? But I mean, what's he done since then?
Yeah, well, he's wrestled a bunch of jobber matches in the Western world. So.
He wrestled Chris Jericho, brother. Is he released or is he? What do you think?
I'd release him, yeah. But again, there's so many of these guys that are similar.
Right, up next we have
Big Bill.
Big Bill.
Final chance for Big Bill.
Yeah, I don't mind Big Bill. I'd actually go as far as saying keep. I think Big Bill's alright, but
Injury prone a wee bit. Right, Billy Gunn, final chance.
Yeah, I mean, one last run.
Yeah, because you're 60, Billy.
One last run. Some guy that looks like he could join the Bloodline. Don't know who he is.
Almost looks like Jinder Mahal for here.
A wee bit, but it's not. We don't know who you are. We never wrestle again.
Right,
if I don't know who you are, you're going in this category. It's as simple as that.
Bobby! Right, Big Bobby, I'll put him in top star if you will.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I mean, where else am I going to put him? I think Bobby Lashley has to go in there, don't he?
I know where Triple H would put him.
Triple H would just have a sixth category. Black.
Yeah.
Right, up next, we got this guy with the Tommaso Ciampa style beard. Don't know who he is. It's never wrestled again, isn't it?
No, but like, how confident are you that we've even seen any of these guys?
I don't know. This might be Brian Cage.
I think it is Brian Cage.
You know what? I'll say release, just because at least the guy's actually got a body and you've got.
There's potential if you utilise him.
Brody King, fucking die for all I care, man.
I don't like Brody King.
He's an arsehole.
Absolute arsehole. Fuck him.
Probably out in LA rioting right now. Fucking loser. Either that or he's fucking kissing his little bum buddy, CM Punk. CM Punk sees potential in this guy. Potential to be a fag. Right, up next we've got the wee Keith Bounty Hunter guy. Keith something.
Keith Bounty Boy.
Keith Lee. Brian Keith.
The bad apple.
The bad apple, Brian Keith. Where's he going? Final chance next day.
Next day's wee buddy.
Right, Brian, never wrestle again. This guy is just an insecure piece of shit.
He can't even manage in his own bedroom, brother.
I know, man. The fact that he needs to see during that Liv Morgan, Dominic Mysterio, Rhea Ripley run where they were like dating kayfabe, and this guy is literally stalking them both on Twitter and Instagram, and he's always in the comments saying she comes home with me. I'm the one that gets to, tap this ass. And I mean, what a fucking loser, seriously.
Yeah. And then he's also on about how it would be awkward if he went back to WWE and if she got lowered down to his level, but he would also want to get up to her level. Fucking cringy, bah. He's fucking shit!
Yeah. Up next, I've got a guy wearing a bandana and a leather jacket. I mean, it's a pretty cool look. I'm tempted just to keep it, but I have no idea who it fucking is. Can't sit here and say here, buddy. Release, because I think the guy looks like he could be part of like an LAX biker faction.
Is he the first guy beginning with C or the last guy beginning with B? That's the real fucking question here.
Release.
Aye.
Right. Up next, I hate these. Never wrestle again. FTR.
What's his name?
I don't know. Dax Harwood, Cash Wheeler.
Fuck, never wrestle again.
Never. I cannot stand FTR.
Chris fucking Jericho. Final chance. Jericho, son. You should be top star, but by God, the ball has been dropped. So it's time to...
It doesn't feel right not putting Chris Jericho in the top star category, though. He's Chris fucking Jericho.
Yeah, do you not agree, though? No, it's like Billy Gunn, right? For me, Billy Gunn looks the part.
Billy Gunn's been irrelevant, though, man, pretty much for 25 years. I mean, let's call a spade here.
No, you're right, but let's face it. See, by the time this tier list finishes, Billy Gunn is one of the guys that stands out and could get into top star, but the reality is he's no. As for Jericho, the last couple of years have not killed his career, but they've done it more damage than good. Last chance, Jericho.
Why would we meet in the middle then and go keep?
Right, fair enough.
because I just don't think he should be on a final chance.
But do you not think it's
The Ayatollah rock and roller, for God's sake.
Aye, when did he last fucking use that, by the way?
Right, Christian Cage, for me, top star.
Oh, aye, yep.
Looks the part, can still go. Unlike Chris Jericho, I've never looked at Christian and thought you're embarrassing yourself. Now, maybe in 2006 when he was built like an Ethiopian, according to Scott Steiner. Well, he still is. I know. But
if you've always been embarrassing, it's not too bad, man.
Yeah, but everybody in wrestling's built like an Ethiopian. I mean, hold on. Christian Cage looks like Scott Steiner next to Adam Cole.
By the way.
That's a fact. But for me, Christian Cage still looks like he could go. See, when you see Chris Jericho, it does look like a guy. It's like Ric Flair. Well, I'm not saying he looks like Ric Flair, like, but I mean, I think from a.
Is it 2002 Ric Flair? Yeah.
I just think that Christian Cage still. I think Christian Cage looks younger than Jericho.
No, I'd agree with
And
that.
I think he's in better shape than Jericho.
I'd agree with that.
So I'd say top star.
Top star, absolutely right. Up
Bit
next.
concerning that our top stars are almost one's over 50, one is close to 50. Right, we've got this wee geek, the guy that arrived with his mum, never wrestling. Listen, he arrived to the arena in a fucking little fan, he jumps at the back seat and his mum gives him fucking lunch money. I mean, what the hell? I mean, come on. Best friends? I mean, what kind of gay tag team's best friends?
Well,
Fucking more like butt buddies, for fuck's sake.
Get your butt buddies today.
Right, up next, Claudio Cascanoli.
Release. He's boring as fuck.
Release?
Ring of Honor.
I'd have kept Claudio like
Why?
that.
Exactly. He can't
No.
give me a fucking reason.
Colt Cabana.
If was that fucking good to give me a reason.
No, never wrestle again. I mean,
Aye.
Punk tried to put this guy over when they were friends, but he's still
This guy's living off an 11-year-old podcast.
Yep.
The other gun.
The other gun, sticking with his wee gun buddy.
Aye.
Right, Adam Copeland.
Top star.
Jericho must be thinking, hold on here, why are these old guys going to top star? And I'm-
No, if you can't admit that Jericho's been butchered way more than the other three in top star, then I don't know.
Yeah, but
why
we-
are we even doing this list?
but we can fix him.
well, I could make the case with anybody.
Fair enough, right? Dan.
See Claudio Castagnoli, I could fix him. I could give him an actual good mouthpiece.
Well, here, I didn't want to release him.
I did. So,
Right, up next, we got Danhausen.
fucking
Never wrestle
never
again.
breathe again. Fucking die.
Oh, Danny Garcia, never wrestle again. My least favourite guy in AEW.
Aye.
I don't know. I don't like Brody King or FTR. But no, this guy for me. What bothers me the most is they've tried to give this guy not a gimmick, but they've like gave him nicknames and monikers, and they portray him as like the most charismatic guy on the roster. When it's the fucking opposite. He's the most least charismatic guy in the roster. Now, see, back in the day, you could see McMahon doing this as a rib, even though someone that looks like Danny Garcia would never have got on McMahon's roster. But you could see McMahon as a rib just to piss, just to rip the piss out of someone, give them a gimmick which is the complete opposite of them.
Yeah.
This guy's made it to be he's a rock star. He's the most charismatic man in AEW, and it's like, remember, Daniel Bryan, are you a sports entertainer or you're a wrestler? You're neither. You're not a sports entertainer or a wrestler, right? You've never had a fucking good wrestling match, and there's zero entertaining about you, so you're going to never wrestle again.
He is, and we've spent too long talking about him, so moving on. Dante Chen, I believe.
Dante Martin, you stupid prick.
I don't know what you say, holy fuck.
Why would it be Chen? Does the guy look Chinese? But here, maybe. Let's see. Let's zoom in. Me not Chinese. Nah, he's not Chinese.
Jabba to me. Jabba Chow Mein.
Oh, never. Hey, I don't know. You might disagree. I'd keep Darby Allin. I think Darby Allin's all right.
He climbed Mount Everest for
With a
that
broken
alone.
foot,
Aye. He jumped in front of a bus.
He's done some good spots.
See out of all the Diddy men, he can stay.
Yeah, but the guy's fucking unique. He's got face paint. He literally nearly kills himself every match.
Aye.
Adam Cole doesn't kill himself every match. Maybe he kills us watching him, but anyway, up next I've got another guy here. Another black guy that Triple H when they put on the roster. We're not going to put him on the roster either. I don't know his name. Begins with a D, I believe.
Derek.
Could be Derek, but I think it's never
Derek.
wrestle again.
More
Right.
like Dwayne.
He can never wrestle. Dax Harwood cannot stand him. Got a masked guy up next.
Dralistico.
Did you not say the other guy was released? Oh,
That was Bandido.
I'd release all these guys to me.
so
I know.
Right,
But,
Dustin-
I mean, when I say release, I mean never wrestle
Right,
again.
Dustin Rhodes, final chance.
I'd give Dustin Rhodes one wee push before he gets out the door. Eddie Kingston.
Never wrestle again. No, but is Dustin Rhodes not a fine example of how characters in wrestling mean everything? Because he's just much better as Goldust or Black Rain than he is Dustin Rhodes.
Yeah, what is he now?
See as Goldust and Black Rain, he's his own person. See as Dustin Rhodes, he's Cody's brother and Dusty's son.
Yeah, pretty much. Another mask guy.
I think we're on to E, so...
Release.
Elastico?
Elas-
Elastico? Elastic Bandio?
Mongo. The guy that was in the Hollywood Blondes, but is not
Yeah,
Brian Pillman Jr.
It looks like Matt Riddle if he got battered.
Alright, well, I don't think many people will be battering Matt Riddle. Right, some Power Ranger looking dude. He's got a K on his... Hold on!
Can't be Commander.
Wait, whoa.
What?
Whoa. Since when was Taz's son that ripped?
I don't know what's going on. Is it Commander? Calander?
Could be Commander, but I don't think we're that high up the list. We're not on K, are we?
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H.
JK. Nah, it's someone below. It's no. Never wrestle
Unless I
again.
know what. No, hold on, but Rusev's in? Oh no, but he begins with M in this shite company.
Miro. Right, up next we've got Taz's son.
You know what? Never wrestle again.
Never wrestle again?
Aye, fuck him. I'd rather Taz wrestle again.
Yeah, you know what? I just don't buy his whole gimmick.
No, but what his gimmick is.
It's not believable.
No, but no, but not the big problem is for me. His gimmick 3 years after debuting is the rookie. Fucking, some people in 3 years done it all. So why are you still living off Taz's fucking sunglasses, you wee prick? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's just not believable. See, when you seen Taz was short, right? But see, when you seen Taz come out with the lighting and the like, the darkness and the light and then the beat, dun. It was Taz had a really good theme and a really good look, and I mean suplexes galore. And I know he was short, but I don't know. I think fucking Taz was intimidating. Taz must be the most intimidating guy for someone of his stature.
I would agree with that.
But this guy's not intimidating.
Yeah, so it's never wrestle again.
I'd have personally give him final chance because he's
Why?
Taz's son, and I think
fuck that, man.
and he's got
what
pretty-
about the guns then? Why didn't you give him a final chance?
let's actually go with release.
That's embarrassing.
How? What's embarrassing about it?
What the fuck's he going to achieve?
Look at his fucking six pack.
Oh, look
chiseled.
at his, look at his six
That
pack.
might, I think that means
Buddy
something.
Murphy's got one. You're fucking with him.
He's shite though. Right, some black dude. I think he's in Private Party.
Well, he can join the very public never wrestle again then.
Never wrestle again.
He's fucking shite. What's he called? Cassidy? Ian Cassidy or
I
something?
mean, I had to put him in release or final chance, but whatever. Right, up next.
You put Gunther in fucking final chance, so that's
Up
it.
next, I got this guy. Forget his name.
Jungle Boy.
Jack Perry. Where are you sticking him?
Fuck him in the bin. Never wrestle again. Oh, he arrives in the arena as some burnt out brown shite fan, man.
Are you just sticking everybody in Never Wrestle again?
No, because there's people above it, isn't there?
Aye, and I've had the fucking...
Jay Lethal, final chance. That segment with Ric Flair buys you a lot in my books.
Adam Cole, I mean,
What do you call this guy?
Malika, no. Alice,
Ethan? No,
Switchblade,
Jay White.
Jay White. Oh, remember this guy came for New Japan, everyone was creaming their pants, Meltzer. Oh, Jay White, 5-star match in the Tokyo Dome. Well, I ain't seen any 5-star matches, but you know what? I'd stick this guy in final chance. I think he's got
fucking crap. But alright, I'll agree. Final chance.
I think he's got something about him.
Aye.
I don't know what, like, but I think...
My world, done. I assumed it straight away. You know what Jeff Jarrett's going.
Hey, how high do you want to stick him?
I'll put my keep.
I'd say keep, man. Jarrett's a decent hand. You know what? It's almost like as soon as that fanny, that arsehole, that waste of space, JD from New York started bashing this non-stop, Tony Khan listened to him. Because Jarrett, for some reason, just been taken off TV.
I know. It's fucking rank rotten.
I mean, who are you gonna fucking listen? Who are you gonna fucking listen to, Tony Khan? Right, a guy that loves all this marky shit wrestling when it's been at its least popular ever, or a guy that was actually party errors that fucking drew in millions. Yeah, but Jeff Jarrett never drew in the million. He was a party, alright? Guy played a big part in the Attitude Era, played a big part in WCW dying, despite it. Oh, the dying days. And TNA is, I mean, no, but put some respect on the guy's name.
I know.
Fucking true.
See when it's all fucking said and done, Jeff Jarrett will have done more than fucking jobbers like Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso, Gunther, you fucking name it.
Jeff Jarrett's better than Roman Reigns. I don't give a shit how much they push him. 4-year title reign. Jeff Jarrett in an all-time list is way above Roman Reigns.
Housekeeping match against China's better than any fucking shite Roman Reigns could dream of, man.
Right, up next we've got John Silver. Never read. I mean, the guy.
I thought it was Miro.
The guy's about 4'2", you know.
Wait a minute. Oh, no, it's
nah,
John.
It's definitely John. Big match. Small match, John.
Aye. Baby suit John.
Wee match, John. Right.
Johnny Monroe. Johnny Mongo. Fucking in the brain.
Johnny Dynamite.
You know what? I think it's beyond final chance for this guy. How many companies can he go and change his fucking name to? What's he going to be called next? Johnny Fogg?
See if he turns up.
Johnny.
Turns up on Tuesday. He's going to be Johnny Development.
That's plenty.
Right, final chance. Come on.
No.
Come on.
No.
Unite the Klansmen. Come on. Give the guy an opportunity. Right, there you go. Right, John Moxley. Moxley.
You know what? Final chance.
What?
What would you say?
Fucking top star.
Fuck off.
Aye?
No, I'm not having that.
Come on.
Final chance.
No, your head's gone.
My head's gone.
You don't think John Moxley...
Final... He's single-handedly killing the fucking company. No, final chance. I know I tell him... See the amount of meth and whatever drugs you consume before the show. Lay off them. And see those Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu tournaments? Fucking don't go to them because you're killing the business, you fucking loser. Final chance. If you want to meet me halfway and put me in keep, I'll accept it.
Aye. Right, well, we'll go keep.
Top stop. The guy's shite.
Right, up next, we've got the walking weapon.
Aye, well.
Josh Alexander, buddy.
He can crawl into never wrestle again.
What?
He's fucking shit.
Guy had a good match with Hammerstone.
Hammerstein.
Guy had a year-long TNA title reign.
Give me a shell, yeah.
No, come on. I mean, I fucking hate wrestling, right? But
that's good. I'm good to clear that up.
I feel like I am fairer to some wrestlers than you.
What? Right, well, see when 4,000 people, right? And see when people are joining a membership just to fucking tell you that you got this guy wrong, and it's just like the Gunther outrage, then, alright, put him wherever you want. Top of the company.
I'd say final chance.
Alright, final chance. Final chance? He's never... Nah. What?
Right,
He's
just looking... I don't know who he is.
Aye, no.
I'll never wrestle again, I'm sorry, but if we don't know who you are, then...
Aye, right, up next.
Juice Robinson.
He's ran out of juice.
He's not done anything for me.
Never wrestle again. Sorry, son.
A bit harsh, I think, but we'll go
But
there.
why is it harsh? Explain. Have me fucking one reason why it's harsh.
I think he's decent on the mic.
Name me one promo.
Well, he kind of holds this guy's microphone.
He's 2 bits above him. Well, I didn't want to put Jay White there.
Where would you have stuck Jay White?
Boom.
Where would you have stuck Jay White?
Never wrestle again.
Right, got some Japanese dude.
And then the blonde version next to him.
Who the fuck is this guy?
I mean, honestly, I just...
Right,
why is Keith Lee's body consuming his fucking head?
I'd say never wrestle again with this guy. I don't know who.
Aye.
It could be Shibata or Tawanki or... I don't know.
Tawanki?
Okada, for me, never wrestle again.
There's no final chances there.
Because I just think this guy has made a mockery of the clothesline finisher. Anyone who thinks his clothesline's better than JBL's deserves to die.
See the fact it's been put on a championship belt, folks? I mean, come on.
Keith Lee, never eat again. Nah, this guy, for me, I never understood the hype. Never wrestle. Or do you think there's a... Can he do...
never wrestle again. Needs to get his wife back first. If he Triple H's fucking nostrils before he can rank him.
Kenny Omega. You know what? I'm probably going to get shit for this. I'd keep Kenny Omega.
Do what you want.
Or would you want to stick him?
I can't stand the
Never
guy.
wrestle
He's
again?
a fucking loser.
Aye, I mean, yes. I suppose he is all for like LGBT rights and wrestling 9-year-olds, to be fair. Right, never wrestle again.
And touching guys' arseholes in the middle of
No,
the ring.
actually, that's gay. We'll never wrestle again. Like, right, some black dude, Triple H. Is that the guy that's in Private
Is
Party?
that Saya Kennedy?
Saya Kennedy?
Aye.
That'll be my next.
No, it's Asaya. Might be.
I'd say never wrestle again. 'Cause I don't see his wee tag team buddy in that
Oh,
category.
fair enough.
Never wrestle again, man. Right, we've got
How many guys in this company just look the same as each other, man? It's actually incredible.
Kill Switch. I think they've butchered this guy ever since his heel turn. Teamed up with Jericho, Christian. Didn't really go anywhere. Where's he going for you?
Final chance. He's pretty decent for a big guy. Final chance.
Right,
There we
we've
go.
got Kip Sabian.
Well,
Used to wrestle with a bag over his head. Enough said.
When did he do that?
I don't know, like a year ago.
A year ago.
Never wrestle again.
Release.
Release.
Aye. I'll never wrestle again, aye.
Right, another guy with a mask. Don't know who he is. I'd say never wrestle again.
Yep.
Takeshka. I'd give this guy a final chance.
What's good about him? The shampoo, according to Meltzer.
Nah, that's Tanahashi.
Is that the guy next to him?
Nah, that's I don't know who that is.
How do you know it's no Tanahashi,
That's
though?
just not got the hair to be Tanahashi.
Look at that.
I don't know. I like Don Callis.
Well, we're not ranking him.
Right, release then.
Aye.
I thought you liked this guy.
Take a shit. We called him that for about fucking 2 years, man. I don't like anything about him.
Right, release.
Aye.
I'd say he's probably looking at Josh Alexander and going, yeah, how come you're up there and I'm down here?
Probably is. Well, don't worry, Takeshka, I wanted Josh to fucking never wrestle again, so...
See if you were doing this, you would have like 2 people on Top Star and everyone else and never
I would
wrestle
fucking
again.
drag the arrow over all 166 and fuck them and never wrestle again.
I don't know who this is. This Hideo Itami?
It can't be. Is that not the guy that made like Metal Gear Solid?
Nah, that's Hideo Kajami.
Oh,
Hideo Itami's like...
Snake Eater.
Hideo Itami's Kenta Kobashi.
Is that a wrestler?
What the- he's like the...
Wait, he made Metal Gear and he made
No! Kenta Kobashi! People talked about him as if he was the greatest wrestler ever in Japan.
Huh?
And then he came to WWE and they stuck him on 205 Live as Hideo Itami.
Metal Gear.
No. Enemy never wrestle again. I don't know who he is.
Jobbers are here. Metal Gear. Revolver Ocelot.
I like this kid. I think he's got...
Kyle Fletcher.
I'd keep this guy. I think he's got
I'd keep him,
potential.
aye.
Keep him, but you want to
Right.
keep Takeshka. Mental.
Alright. Kyle O'Reilly!
Release for me.
Straight for Treblinka concentration camp.
Some guy with... Oh, that's Lance Archer, isn't it?
Aye, well, he can arch that one into never wrestle
I mean,
again.
the guy had Jake the Snake Roberts as his manager for a while and just didn't do anything.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure last time I seen Jake the Snake Roberts, I thought he was going to die at ringside.
I touched on this in the Iguana fights. Like, you used to have characters, right? An iguana is a character, but look, how far has wrestling fallen? We used to have a snake, fucking python, come out to the ring in a bag, and
Now
now
we've
we've
got
got
a
a guy with a fucking cuddly toy, man. I mean, what the fuck's going on?
Release or never wrestle again? Release.
Why can't Jake the Snake chop him up and bring him out in the bag that he carried Damien in?
Don't know. And,
Would that not be a bit interesting storyline?
another black guy. 3 black guys up next. I'll give you 50 quid if you get all 3 of these correct.
Well, what do I get for one of them?
None. Hee-haw.
The guy on the right,
Leo Rush.
aye. The guy in the middle has got a belt.
Yeah, but there's like 50 belts in AEW, so that doesn't really narrow it down, does it?
Wait, I don't really know what to tell you. Wait, is one of the... No, I don't know who they are.
How about we just stick them on never wrestle again?
I think that's a safe bet. Aye. That's a safe bet right there.
That's the safest bet we've got, guys. That's the way it's going to go. Up next, we've got that. You don't like this guy, and I think he's alright, Luther.
Aye, he's alright, fuck him. Keep him in keep then.
Final chance, will be fair.
I don't like him, but I was probably put him in keep. Right, Months War.
Is that not the other one?
No, it's Months
It's not
War.
Months-
The other guy's Mace.
I'd say never wrestle again. I'm just
I'd
gonna
say
be
that.
honest. Like,
Right, Mark Briscoe, white trailer trash, meth smoking Mark Briscoe with no teeth, boy.
He is we them boys. I think he's a bit unique, but is that enough to keep him in the company? Is he that bad? Tell you what, he's not good enough to win the Royal Rumble. I remember people saying this guy should enter the Rumble. Like, McMahon didn't know who he was. McMahon still doesn't know who he is.
McMahon wouldn't wipe his arse with his fucking bandana.
Where is he going for you?
Final chance.
Final chance?
I think he's a bit unique.
No, I agree.
That's more than what can be said about half.
And that's why
more than half as evident.
I think that's why Mark Briscoe deserves. And it's like with Darby Allin. I mean, the guy's not got the body that we'd associate with a wrestler, but he is unique. So I think he deserves some form of opportunity. Right, up next we've got this guy here. Really, never wrestling. I don't know who it is.
Never wrestle again.
Don't know who this guy. I don't think he wrestles. Mark Sterling.
Nah, never wrestle again.
Another black guy.
No idea.
Never wrestle again. Mace. Never wrestle again. You know
Daddy
what?
Magic?
I used to defend this guy, but he's a fucking jobber.
Why did you defend him?
Because
he's the magic.
No. Because he legit look. What's those drugs that make your jaw go fucking like off the charts?
Ketamine, is it?
I don't know. Is that no hard to get?
Ecstasy.
Aye, well, this guy. I remember when AEW first
Is that
started.
no hard to get? I'm fucking sure he could get it.
I remember. I thought this guy was on all the drugs, man, because his jaw wouldn't stop moving. His jaw was like a fucking refrigerator door in a fat person's house. You know, it was just constantly opening and shutting and opening and shutting.
Piper Nevins.
Pretty much, aye. But he's not kicked on.
Well, actually, no, to be fair,
He's-
Piper Nevins opens once and it's empty.
The only time that gets fucking reopened is when the delivery comes to restock it. You fat bastard. Anyway,
son of a bitch.
you know, yeah. I mean, I can't. That was 5 years ago. All right, 6 years ago. I thought the guy had something. He showed fuck all. Paige wouldn't even kiss him because she thought he was a jobber. And look at the things that she's done on camera.
Exactly.
Yeah, she wouldn't even kiss this guy as part of your storyline.
That
So,
must
I
make
mean-
this guy feel little.
Well, he'll feel even more littler. He's going to never wrestle again, buddy.
Evan Bourne.
Evan Bourne. Some were born to fly. Some were born
To die.
never
Get
wrestle.
released. So fuck you, Evan Bourne.
No, but you know what? See, 15 years ago, I'd maybe say give him a final chance, but he's fucking old. Remember his debut in AEW?
I was
Went for
watching
the shooting star press and he fell off the top rope, just slipped.
Darkness.
Landed on fucking nobody, back first. Brilliant. Right, don't know who this guy is, never wrestle again. One in the box, probably the most overrated tag team of all time, up there with FTR, never wrestle again.
Yeah.
Max Caster, where's he going? Assumed it because I think that I don't think he deserves to never wrestle again. I'd say final chance. The guy cuts raps. That's unique.
And they're all crap.
They're all crap.
Honestly...
He's not Cena, although people say he's a way better rap than Cena.
Hold on, he's no... Cena didn't botch fucking once. This guy botches every week.
I'll give him a final chance, I'd say.
Right then.
Where do you want to stick him?
Rehearse his fucking lines and then maybe I'll give him a chance. So that's his final chance. Read off the script, prick.
Who's a better rapper, John Cena or Stormzy?
Fucking John Cena.
I'm glad you said that.
Storm who?
Stormzy?
Aye, I know I'm ripping the piss.
Alright. Yo, unfortunately his song was blasted in my workplace last night. That Shut Up song.
Shut up.
Literally, it's like a 2-minute long song, and the first minute is just him saying "Shut up, rude boy, shut up," and then the last minute is just him trying to put words together that sound similar, and then he starts repeating the same words, and he raps a word with that word. It's like, I think, see, once you rap a word with the same word, you're fucking lost. That song's done.
No, I agree.
Anyway,
His fucking music's trash, man, but you know what? It's no his fault. People fucking buy it, don't they?
you know what? I mean, the guy could probably cut it in AEW. It's like 6'5", is he no 6'6"? He'd look like the fucking...
He's got a special McDonald's order. What was it? It was like nine chicken nuggets, a Sprite,
And a McFlurry. That's no feeding him. Is it? Fuck.
I wouldn't feed anybody.
Look at...
Wouldn't he? Oh.
Feed Adam Cole.
Adam Cole.
Adam Cole,
He
baby.
eats the one at the fucking 9.
No, but does anybody look at Stormzy and think, hold on, that 9 chicken nuggets and this guy's filled up? Bullshit.
Come on, Pit, alright, this guy's got a mic, he means business, but never
Don't know who he is.
never wrestle again.
Speedball, goofball Mike Bailey.
Looks like Laurent Koscielny from here.
The guy fucking goes by the pronouns they, them. That's enough to go in the never wrestle again category for me.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't get it.
Right, up next we've got this guy here.
No, have you ever been in the real world, right, and called somebody like him, and they went, no, I have to be he, they.
I'd tell him to wise the fuck
I
up,
tell
man.
him to fuck right off.
I just stopped talking to him. I wouldn't associate myself with him, to be honest. Right, this guy, don't know who he is. I mean, he's got a bit of muscle, but I mean, who cares?
He's got like a 2002 Bradshaw look about him.
Aye. Right, hopefully we can all agree MJF top star.
Aye. Unless you're Palestinian or something.
Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. Right, MVP.
Don't like the guy, but I'd keep.
Yeah, he does a good job. Like, I mean, right. That's I believe that is the other member of the Bucks, isn't it? Right. Right. Up next, we've got some fucking weird looking guy here. Bit hairy. A-Train.
It's like Bruno Sammartino with Johnny fucking Nitro's head.
In A-Train's chest. Release.
Right. Right. Up next, Nick Wayne.
Oh, this guy's awful. Absolutely fucking awful.
Wayne.
Do you think Jim Ross, if he was still doing commentary, would compare this guy to his idol,
Who's his idol?
John Wayne?
Oh, Jan. Hopefully not.
No.
That would be tragic.
Is that guy that does the commentary, the English dude?
Nigel McGuinness?
Aye.
Fuck, it doesn't. It must be, you know.
Never wrestle, I can't really.
Are
Can
we
he?
on in?
He ruined one of the greatest promos in TNA history.
I know it's 16 years ago, folks,
I'll never
but
forgive him.
fuck me.
Orange Cassidy, never wrestle again.
Yeah.
I can't stand the guy. Some guy with a hat and a wife beater, festoon. Never wrestle again. The
Omega.
Bastard Pack.
I don't like him.
Never wrestle again. Or he's got a good body, doesn't he? Like, I mean, he's 100%, 0% body fat.
0% star, though, so, I mean,
0% charisma.
final chance.
Final chance?
Aye.
I went release. But yeah, I'll give you that one.
But like, he's unique. He's like a wee fucking gremlin.
Is Takeshka no? Does he not look like a villain that's unique? No, does he not look like
Nah,
no,
no seeing it.
no, fair enough. Big Show, Paul White, no more BS.
Never wrestle again, for the sake of the guy's fucking health.
Aye, I mean, even seeing him walk to the ring's a wee bit sad.
See on the Jericho Cruise, man, the guy is fucked. That's like his only matches a year.
Why can't we get Big Show in a? What about a Big Show as a GM
I just don't think.
or a commentator?
I don't think Big Show. It's one thing seeing like 6'5" Wade Barrett card to people, 7 foot Big Show,
Why does he need to cover the people?
because that's what happens these days. Could you imagine though? Fucking Adam Cole's got a beef with GM Big Show.
Right. Are we keeping him though in a non-wrestling capacity?
Just get rid. He's boring as fuck, man.
Right.
Well, he is.
You see, hear Taker tell that story about McMahon.
What?
They were on the airplane, and it was like a long flight. I can't remember. It was overseas, and Big Show thought he was smart because it was like a load of space. So it must have been like like a cargo plane or something.
Aye.
And he brought a blow up bed, and Taker says he didn't have a
Air pump.
aye. So he like blew it up himself. And it took him a couple of hours, and he went to sleep on it. And then Taker says he looked down the aisle, and the next thing he sees Vince commando crawling up the aisle, and he got like this wee tiny pin, and he put a couple of holes, and then he sneaked off, and like 20 odd minutes later, Big Show's on the fuck, and he was pure screaming. He's like, ah! Taker said he was sitting there pissing himself. Big Show was fucking furious. Like, who the fuck done this? McMahon pure commando crawling up there, fucking getting the wee tiniest pin.
Solid snake.
After Big Show spent hours fucking blowing it up. Brilliant.
I mean, that's better than the last fucking 10 years of wrestling.
Fantastic. I don't know who this guy is. I think
Can we just end the feed there? It can't get any better than that story.
Peter Avalon.
I am. Peter Pan.
Right,
Powerhouse Hobbs.
I'd say, keep this guy.
Final chance.
Final chance?
Aye.
It's Powerhouse Hobbs.
I'm not feeling it. Right, Chris Masters. Is it?
Didn't even know he was in fucking...
Is it him? Looks like Kent. Is it?
That could be Chris Masters.
Is it? No. Can't be.
He wouldn't go by the name Chris Masters, though.
What's his name in TNA?
I don't know.
I don't think it is him. He looks too young to be him.
Right, we'll give... Right, never wrestle again, but it could be him. I hate this guy. Prince Nana. Pure crying because Ricochet stole his robe. Fuck
He's
off.
been in wrestling for 8 years, man.
Right. Up next, Ricochet. Never thought I'd say this, but I'd actually keep this
I'd
guy.
keep him, yeah.
I think he's been pretty interesting.
But-
Not even final chance. I think he deserves to be keep.
The whole
Uh-huh.
is fucking annoying.
You know where he got that from?
Where?
John Cena.
Well,
John Cena cut you. I'm pretty sure John Cena said that a few times after some of his raps. But I think John Cena made it sound cool.
aye, because he's not a fucking loser.
I think, no, it was that time where the women were backstage and they're like, can we touch it? And they think they're talking about his dick, and but it turns out the camera pans in, they're talking about the US title. And then he says some US champ, the US champ, being US champion has its perks or some shit like that. Then he says, haha.
I think I remember that.
Right, up next we've got Roderick Strong. He premiered in the first. He was part of the first ever TNA Impact live TV show
That means nothing to me.
on Spike. Nothing to you. Never wrestle again. This guy here.
Monsieur?
No, it's Rush.
Oh. Aye.
Sammy Guevara.
Release.
Samoa Joe. Down out. I mean, I don't know. I like Joe, but I think they need to do something. I mean, I say change his character. He's had the same character for about fucking ever, but
Yeah, see this guy up next. You know those like statues you get of like the long, they're like long and they've got the face and the big nose? That's this guy.
I think he's shite. I'd release him.
Aye.
That's that guy that Tony Khan says he doesn't want to get rid of him. He's waiting to keep Scorpio Sky.
Aye, well,
Just go.
aye.
Some guy with a mask.
Looks like Stone Cold
E.T.
or Stone Cold Iguana.
Right, release. Another
What
black
was,
guy. Don't know who he is. Never wrestle again. I don't know who this next guy is either. Never wrestle again. Shelton Benjamin.
Keep.
We'll keep Shelton. Keep wee Shelton.
Ain't no stopping me now, Shelton.
Sanjay Dutt. Is he doing it for you?
Nah, release.
A guy that used to be in NXT.
I can't stand this guy. Last night, I was ready to jump through the screen.
Swerve Strickland.
I don't like him, but
Me neither.
it's probably final chance, isn't it? I think it would be wrong.
I can't say
There's a
the
lot of people.
released. Like,
There's a lot of people in final chance that are worse than him. So
it's either final chance or keep, but we'll go towards maybe it's keep. I don't know. Right, another guy with a mask. Don't know. This looking. Oh, that's his tag team partner.
I never wrestle again.
Some guy that looks like he could be in the Bloodline.
That's release. Right, Tony Nese.
Tony Nese, release.
Tony Nese.
Or never wrestle again, even. Not too sure who that is. The Outrunners. They're two guys that believe they're from the 80s. I'd say keep them for that reason alone.
Aye, they're a bit unique.
It is unique. I don't know what exactly happened or whether they retarded, but they believe that they're from the 80s and they believe that they faced all the legendary teams from the 80s. And they work like they're from the 80s and they look like they're from the 80s. So for me, that's...
They probably are retarded.
I think these guys, there's potential with these guys. Right, up next we've got, I thought that's... Is that Brian Cage?
No.
I already had Brian Cage. Who the fuck's this guy? Wardlow?
That's it, W.
Tell you what, man. Has anybody's stock dropped in wrestling more than this guy's?
No, because he was hyped up at one point, big man.
Now, do we give him another chance because he used to be hyped up?
No.
So we did him.
Aye, final chance. Fuck it. You need the odd big guy about, don't you?
Right, the Chromosomes guy. You thought he was a fan
fuck
that
no.
followed John Moxley to the ring, but
It shows you on Dynamite last night, this guy trying to recruit Chris Statlander to join Death Riders, and it was some of the worst acting I've ever seen. Get him out my fucking sight, please.
And the last one, the last male, this is going to be controversial. I'd say never wrestle again.
He can't wrestle. He's a fucking... No, see his style of wrestling, it's gymnastics. Go join the Olympics.
I think this guy is a fucking mong to the highest level.
Yep.
And I would actually hire Shitsy Blackheart before I hired him.
Should she, indeed you.
Right, up next we've got the women of AEW. So you're thinking here it won't be that many, but it's 2 pages, so it's fucking enough. Right,
Anna Jay.
Stick her in the final chance, I think.
Fair enough. Right, Ember Moon.
I mean, everyone marks it over her.
I'd release boring as fuck, man.
Shitsy Blackheart said she's the best wrestler alive today. I don't see it. I'd say...
What, women's or in general?
Well, she never specified women's.
Just release her then.
Release her. Britt Baker.
Stocks plummeted like a cavity.
Yeah,
that makes any sense.
No, it doesn't at all. Does she deserve final chance or is it release?
Plummeted like mouthwash. You don't need to swallow that. Anyway, fuck it.
Yeah, that's just not.
But you know what? I'd release. I think it's done. She looked good when the roster had fucking nobody.
Diana Peraza came in for TNA. She's not been happy with her booking. Can't get a fucking match. Looks overweight as hell. It is mental. If a guy looked overweight, people would call him out. I don't get it. Jericho has been body shamed. No, but Jericho's...
Give me a shell, yeah.
But Jericho has been... what? The double standards are unreal. I mean, Jericho's got a gut on him and people call him out. She's got a gut on him and you're the worst person ever. I'd say release. You need to be in fucking shape.
Yeah. That's it, though.
See, unless your gimmick is you're a fat bastard, that's the only time I'll allow it. Big Daddy Fee, you can stay. Like a Rikishi, you can stay. Yokozuna, you can stay. But see Piper Niven. See if they changed Piper Niven up and Nia Jax, and they actually played into the fact here they're fucking fat, and if they land on you, you're going to be squashed like a pancake. I'd maybe be a bit more, reserved to give them an opportunity. But see, have you noticed with women's wrestling, right, the commentary? Do you ever notice, like, when it's Piper Niven and Nia Jax, it's like they're so timid and they're so reluctant to put over
the size
advantage or the power?
No, it's pathetic. Maybe they're scared they're going to eat them or something. Up next, we've got Nikki Cross, is it? Looks like Nikki Cross.
Oh, aye, Nikki Cross. Why would she be in this? I don't know who that is. I don't know. That's, to me, it's never wrestle again.
Who is it?
Don't know.
I thought you said you know who it is.
No.
Again, don't know who it is.
It's a bit on the old side. Like, Harley Cameron. I'd keep Harley Cameron.
Old. I'd keep her as well. There's something about her.
Could it be... Maybe she improves as a wrestler, but... Keep her there. Right, Shida. Former AEW Women's Champion. I believe free time.
What? Fucking never wrestle
Google
again.
that. Find it for me.
That's more important what's happening.
I'll find it then.
Oh my day. Well, who cares, man?
Talk shite for 30 seconds.
0, 1, 2 or 3. I don't care how many title things she's had, man. I want
if she's had 3 reigns, and I might be a wee bit more willing to give her in the final chance category, but we'll see.
Well, hold on. Why? I mean, I would maybe accept putting her in release instead of never wrestle again, but what age is this person? 37.
30. Oh, that's a bit old.
That is a bit old.
Now, spoiler alert, anyway, wee fun fact, the Brad Rules had a massive crush on this woman, so he'd probably put her as top star.
And you know what? He stopped talking about wrestling about 10 years ago.
Hit the right fucking shot. Free time. AEW World Champion. And I think it's mental that she was awarded the Breakout Star in 2021. She'd been 34, 33. You think you're a breakout star and you just expect someone to be in their early 20s.
Over on the members page, Rikishi said that Jey Uso is young.
He's fucking 40.
He said that, like,
he's older than Gunther, fuck's sake.
He said it's great seeing, a young guy like Jey Uso go against another young guy like Logan Paul. It's like a fucking decade and a bit between them.
Anyway, I'd say release.
Nah, release.
There's other Japanese women now in AEW, and I don't think you need multiple ones.
Yeah. Especially the 3-time world champion. That's nothing fresh about that.
Jamie Hayter. She's got the same hair colour as Becky Lynch.
You're a hater and your name's Jamie.
Her finish is called the Haterade, which I think
It's no
is
bad.
not bad, to be fair.
But
I mean, is it final chat? I mean, I'm not a fan of the person.
I'd probably
From UK, England.
I'd probably release her.
Release, right. Right, up next, we've got Julia Hart. Been out with a long time with an injury. Had a couple of wee vignettes that looked pretty good and then did fuck all with them, so... 22 years old, 23, something along those lines. That's young in wrestling,
Aye.
22.
Final chance then.
Final chance, right. Final chance. Don't know who this chick is, I'll just say release.
Jeff Jarrett's wife.
Karen Jarrett?
Yep.
I wanted to say Karen.
Because I forgot her name. But you didn't know her name.
I did.
Aye, but you didn't know who it was.
I did.
Yeah, you had to zoom in.
Is this Velvet? Red Velvet?
Red Velvet. I don't
I'd
know.
say release.
Right, Chris Statlander.
Looking a bit manly there, Chris.
Aye, Chris.
Chris with a C.
Give me a shot here.
Never wrestle
Could be
again.
on the verge of joining the Death Riders, and yeah, that is borderline on that.
Or release.
Release. Release me.
Right.
Dunno.
Don't know who you are. I'd say release. Madison Rayne, former TNA Knockouts champion, done absolutely fuck all in
It
AEW.
just shows you your stock can fall. At
And
one
I-
point,
and I-
like, she was pretty hyped.
And I think she must be in her 40s now. I'd say it's probably time to call it a day.
Bye-bye.
Never wrestle again, you know. Some masculine looking woman.
Marina Shafir.
Is that who that is? I mean, it looked a bit like her, but I thought it can't be her.
That is because we're on M.
You don't know me! You don't know me! You know me! Ah, well, I know where you belong. Fucking never wrestle again. Absolute shite. Seeing all these men get beat up by her. They're just doing like a Rhea Ripley version in AEW. Tony Khan, it's like he's taken... like the guy's an absolute retard. He must watch WWE and decides to implement the worst things going in that company, and this company is like, look how bad they're. Why would you copy all the shit stuff? Megan Bain just arrived in I'd say Final Chance or something, or maybe I don't know. What do you think of Megan Bain?
Final chance, that'll do, donkey. Right, Mickey James is up. Is it Mickey James?
Can he be? Mickey James isn't in
It
AEW.
looked like someone very old.
That's no Mickey James. Look at the fucking tattoos.
It looks like Mickey James.
That does not look like... That's some woman from Mexico.
Mexico, beginning with M.
Ah, fuck. I should know her name, but I don't.
Mickey
Never.
James.
No. Alright, up next we got Mercedes
The
Moné.
Bosch, the CEO.
Where do you think she should go? People are going to... I think she's the best member of the Four Horsemen. I've always thought that.
No, I'd keep her.
Keep
Yeah.
going there. Maybe not top star.
Just can't push her as a top star. It's
Right,
not going to work.
Mina Sharakira, just in the door. We keep her as well.
I'd keep her as well. Right, we've got...
Shotzi Blackheart wants to come to AEW and make out with Mina Sharakira, but Jericho says to her, when you get released for WWE... Jericho must have knew. I mean, I think we all knew. Jericho says when you get released for WWE...
You say Jericho must have known, man. It doesn't take a fucking rocket scientist to realise.
He told her not to come begging. No, but hold on. See what Ospreay says? You can't just come in, you need to be elite. If Ospreay's a man of his word, then he will call out Shotzi Blackheart as soon as she gets signed to AEW, because we all know she's not elite.
But he would. It's all good talking that before people join, but he won't do it after. Absolutely not.
Right, up next we've got...
Nick Wayne's mum.
I never wrestle again.
Right, up next we've got Nick Wayne's dad.
Never wrestle again. Penelope Ford, I just don't think this woman's got any value, no offence to her. I'll say never wrestle again. Or do you want to change your mind?
Nah, just fucking leave her there. I'm
She's
not bothered.
the girlfriend of the guy that wore a bag over his head, so I don't really think that's going anywhere.
No.
This woman, I don't know who, is it Red Velvet or is it Queen Anamata?
Queen Aminata, because we're at Q.
What do you want to do with
Never wrestle again.
her? Up next, we've got Rebel.
Rebel.
Absolute shite in TNA, done hee-haw in AW, and I believe if she's not 40, then she must be fucking close to it. but we'll double check. It's Never Wrestle Again anyway, as far as I'm concerned, but let's just check the
Do you know, like, it's incredible, right, how many women are in AEW, and considering they get nowhere near the same percentage on TV as, like, WWE women?
What age do you think she is?
Let me zoom in again.
Keep in mind, these are all, like, recent picks.
Fuck, 41.
46. Looks good for 46, like, but still Never Wrestle Again, as far as I'm concerned.
Why is she there?
I don't know. Remember, it was just Tony Khan used to hire anybody that had been in TNA or WWE, so that's the
Right.
end product. Don't know who it is. They've got a Ring of Honor belt, therefore I'd say get released.
Yep.
First ever AEW World Champion,
Real.
built like a fucking matchstick. I'd say Never Wrestle Again.
Still bigger than Adam Cole, baby.
Could have been the one that Kenny Omega wrestled.
Could have been. Might have been. Well, wrestle him on the indies again.
Ruby Riott.
Unique looking, but ugly, so fuck her straight in the Never Wrestle Again.
Yep. Serena Deeb.
Right, too old, man. Looks old, is old. It peaked when Punk shaved her head, and I can't even know how long goes that. 17 years?
I mean, she had a good match with Tony Storm, but is that enough to be getting kept around?
No, it's not.
I don't know. What age is Serena Deeb? Let's have a look. Actually, we don't. She's 38.
What, did you just fucking pull out the chamber of
Do you not think
secrets
she
there?
looks older than Rebel?
Yeah.
Right. Never Wrestle.
No makeup on, though.
Death by Deebs. I don't know. I'd say it's. I'd say maybe release.
I call Dubs.
No, she's a good wrestler. I'll give her that. I've got to be honest. I can't sit here and fucking lie. She's a good wrestler.
That's alright. I'm glad you wouldn't lie to us.
Well, hold on. At least I give people credit, big man. All right.
Oh, who have I not give credit to?
Fucking everybody in this guy.
The whole screen's taken away.
uh,
So what you're saying is
Release.
Serena Deeb is a better worker than Okada and Omega?
I think so. 100%.
There we go then.
Fucking she actually wrestles proper
What
matches.
about Adam Cole, baby?
Nah, I don't know. Right, up next we've got
Sky Blue.
Sky Blue. It's the Sky Blue. I'd say Final Chance.
Final chance.
Young, so I mean, you got to give them an opportunity. Just in through the door, Spider.
Felka.
And you got, I mean, you got
Terka. Had a match on last night's shite show.
to give a final chance. Can't really. Haven't seen enough to say. Now people will say, well, that's a bit hypocritical because why did you release all these people that you don't even know? Yeah, well, she's just through the fucking door and we already know her, and she got promoted. And she doesn't, I mean, for a female, she looks good. She looks like she could make it in the wrestling business. Look at half of these guys.
It's easier to get women over than fucking men as well.
Yep.
Especially Diddy men with no looks.
I mean, these guys are built like toothbrushes, so I mean, that's why, you know, they're...
That's generous.
Up next...
Toothpicks, mate, not toothbrushes. Toothbrushes are pretty big. Especially those electric ones.
What's Adam Cole? A fucking hair strand?
Aye.
Strand of hair. Right, up next we've got Tay Mello.
DNA under a microscope.
You know, I had a kid. Can't fucking wrestle, man. I'd say never wrestle again. Like,
Aye.
attractive, like, but I mean, who cares at the end of the
Right,
day?
this... Oh.
I don't like her. Johnny Mundo's wife, Tyra Valkyria, never cared for her. And I'm going to say never wrestle again. Thunder Rosa says she's going to show her titties in order to get a title match. Might scare Tony Khan away. Tony Khan don't want to see
I
that.
want to see the nipples. Only from Gunther, though.
Or Chad Gable.
Chad Gable. I've studied the nipples of Chad Gable.
Or Americo El Grando Americana.
Release.
It's release. I release.
Right, Tony Storm.
No, I tell you why she should be released. Fucking charging $500 on Patreon for a photo shoot. That's embarrassing, man. And it's even more embarrassing than anyone fucking paying it.
Aye. See, instead of giving her $500,
Give it to us.
give it to us.
Right.
Sign up for FOG memberships.
Up
guys.
next, I'd say arguably, probably the most. I don't even know the word I'm looking for. It's a nailed on for me top star. I don't think there's going to be any complaints or arguments over this. Tony Storm.
You know what? She's got the biggest claim to being the biggest star in women's wrestling today. But I just... But, you know, I'm old school when it comes to wrestling. I just don't think a woman can be the top star.
No, but if you've got a bunch of top stars, I think she can be one of them.
Yeah. No, but that's my point. I said she... Of every single of all the women in wrestling today, she is the most qualified to be.
Absolutely. Right, up next we've got Willow Nightingale.
There's a couple of pounds, Ferry.
She has a
No,
weight,
hold
isn't
on.
she?
See that? No, that guy. It's in. No, the guy.
Does she carry her weight well though?
No, Mace.
Right.
He's like what, 6'9".
Well, that's
She-
a bit.
Well, she
Think-
battered him last night on Dynamite.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Aye, so let's call him 6'9" just to make it sound worse.
What do you think?
Release. Nah, never wrestle again. Nah, because it's going to give 2 lines of that release. Pish, I don't want that.
Now we're getting it. You thought it. You committed to release.
Aye.
And up next was some random Japanese
Is
woman.
that the old one?
Nah, I don't know who it is.
young one?
The
old one? The young one?
I'd say never wrestle again. I
Oh,
don't know
yeah.
who it is, man. So you have to
Right,
kinda
guys,
go in that
that's it.
category.
Holy good fuck, man.
Oh, there you go. We finally got through it. So your top stars: Bobby Lashley, Christian Cage, Adam Copeland, and MJF. Why not Fatal 4-Way elimination for the AEW World Championship?
There you go. It's that simple.
I mean, there you go. There you go.
There you go.
I mean, you could have the 2 members of the Hurt Syndicate teaming up, and oh, look, Christian and Edge, they need to reunite.
How great is that?
Who's going to betray who?
I know.
Oh, is MJF going to betray Lashley because Lashley could never trust him? Or is Christian once again going to backstab his good old friend of 50 years, Adam Cole? I mean, there you get fucking...
Writes
I
itself.
mean, there's
Brilliant.
boom, boom, boom.
Phenomenal.
And then you got your shite like Adam Cole, baby.
Where is he?
Somewhere in that
Can't
never...
see him, man.
Too many people
There he
never
is.
release.
There he is. There, Adam,
Adam
Cole,
Cole,
baby.
baby.
It's all about the boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, we've got Aaron Page, baby. Chris, Midlife Crisis, Jericho, Darby Allin, Jeff Jarrett, John Moxley, Kyle Fletcher, Shelton.
What would you say to the people that are unhappy that Jericho's in Keep and they're in Never Wrestle Again?
I'd say he's fucking Chris Jericho.
That's what I'd say.
I'd say he's the first ever undisputed champion.
He stars in fucking movies.
And what do you
He's
start?
in his own. He's got his own fucking band.
Cruise?
His cruise. The
Jericho
fucking
Cruise ship.
everything.
I mean, come on, the fuck.
Podcast.
I mean, the guy's doing alright for himself, you know what I mean? I watched the Terrifier 3, guys, big one. Shelton Benjamin, MVP, Ricochet, Samoa Joe, Outrunners, Harley Cameron, Mercedes Moné, Mina Sharakiwa. Then there's a bunch of people in the whole final chance category. So, guys, let us know what your thoughts were. Who do you agree with? Who do you disagree with? I think everybody... Will Ospreay, right? I think he was the most deserving guy to go in Never Wrestle Again out of everybody here.
I totally agree.
Absolute loser in the wrestling business.
Yep.
And I have no interest in
He's
seeing him
killing it.
again.
He's killing it.
Not elite, buddy. Till next time. Peace.